Hello, everybody. I'm Shannon Stewart. I'm coming at you live with my 2 cents. Tonight, we are going to talk about sponsoring 101. Whether you call it sponsoring, recruiting, going fishing, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. We are growing our teams. So I have taken a lot of notes because I want to make sure I share with you guys all my thoughts on this. And I hope this helps. And I hope this builds some of your confidence in sponsoring so that you can grow your team as well. Okay. So I want you to think about this. Think about when you're getting ready to talk to somebody about sponsoring, how can Pink Zebra fit into their life? Think about how has Pink Zebra changed your life and how do you think it could change their life? What part is it going to fit into? Are they going to be a hobbyist? Are they going to be a part-timer? Are they going to be a full-timer? You're going to find these things out by having conversations with them. You're going to make sure that you're asking questions and that you're talking to people, okay? You're not thinking about where they're going to fit on your team, okay? Because you're here to help them with their growth and their business, okay? So when you start thinking about sponsoring, first question should be is, how's Pink Zebra going to fit into your life? Okay. And by doing that, you should be sharing it. It's going to be one of those nights with recording this, isn't it? So you should be sharing excitement, finding out what problems they have. Like, are they looking for extra money, or is it a product that's really been so helpful that they want to share it with everybody? Figure out what problems you want to help solve for them. Again, ask them questions, and you're offering the opportunity. You're inviting them. You're not pressuring anybody. We're not, just going to be so much fun. I feel like I'm going to have to do this whole thing all over again so I can record it again. Anyway, you're inviting people into a fun opportunity. You're not putting pressure on anybody. You're not guilting anybody into joining your team. Okay. This is fun. I just did a vendor event and the guy and his wife across from me sell cleaning products that cleans RVs, cleans the outside of an RV, takes all the bugs off of it, takes all things. They're both retired and they do their job because they want to be able to pay for their trips without dipping into their savings. So he said to me today, he goes, when it ever becomes a time when I go, oh, I got to go sell the bug scrubber, whatever they call it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I go, that is how this job is. That is how Pink Zebra is, you guys. I never go, oh, I got to go sell Pink Zebra. If you're at that point where you're like, oh, I got to go sell Pink Zebra, maybe you need to think about things, okay? Because this business is fun. This takes working to a whole different level. If you're not having fun and you're not sharing the fun, you're doing it wrong, okay? I'm just saying. Think about why people join Pink Zebra. They don't just join Pink Zebra because we have great sprinkles, even though we do, right? People don't join because of a product. People join because of people, and you're the people that they're seeing. So how are you representing your Pink Zebra business? Are you showing them the fun? Are you telling them that you're here to help them? Are you showing them the extra income that you've earned? Are you telling them about the friendships that you've made? Are you telling them like, look, we do recognition on our team page. We help each other. We share recipes with each other. We do trainings. We do all the things, give them the confidence that they know when they join your team, they're going to have somebody that's going to be there to help them. And it's going to be fun along the way. All right. And it's going to be exciting. Be excited publicly. If any of you have ever seen me at a vendor event, here we go again. I can be a little bit over the top. Okay. I'm a little bit over the top sometimes. I want people to see how much fun I'm having. You guys, I joke around with people. I'm at vendor events. I'm building relationships with people, even if it's fast paced. I'm building relationships with people. I want to make sure that I'm their Pink Zebra person and that they remember me. I want them to remember me. You guys, I'm so sorry. This keeps cutting out. So anybody who is watching the replay and you see me doing this, like, what is Shannon doing? It's because the internet keeps cutting out. So my apologies. Bear with me, okay? You want people to see your excitement publicly. If you're sitting in the back of your booth on your phone and you're not up talking to every single person that walks by, or if you're live selling and you're not talking to people and you're just like, I don't care if there's 0 people on your live, you should be acting like there's a million watching you. At a vendor event, if nobody is stopping at your booth, maybe ask yourself, why are they not stopping at my booth? Am I not talking to them? I say hello, good morning to every single person that walks by me in the morning. If I see somebody that has on a cute shirt, I'm like, that is a cute shirt. I love it. You look super cute today. This RV show that I just did, it was so much fun. One night was, I think, 80s theme, neon. One night was a country theme, and tonight was that 70s theme, okay? And this one couple came in every single night, and they knocked it out of the park every night. I was like, oh my gosh, you nailed it. You look so cute, right? So you should be interacting with people and getting to know them, not just as a customer, but as a potential team member, okay? So think about that when you're out in public and you're doing things, or you're live selling, or even at a home party, or wherever you are, okay? Get the excitement level max. Hashtag be like Shannon, okay? I'm just saying, I am the fun girl. I'm known as the fun girl for a reason, okay? Think about how your social media posts look. Are your social media posts just sale, 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 sale? Watch the Vault Show, PZTV. Oh, hey, we brought this product back. We got this product. If it is, you're doing it wrong, okay? You should be sharing personal things. Let people, I'm not talking about bad personal things like, oh my gosh, my dog died today, I'm sad. I mean, you could share your dog died. That would be sad. But I would say positive, uplifting things like, oh, my son or daughter just graduated from high school or college, because hello, it's graduation season, right? If you have kids that are graduating kindergarten or preschool, make sure you're sharing that on there, because people can relate to that and they can go, oh, I remember when my kid was little and da 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 da, right? It has nothing to do with Pink Zebra at all, but you're building a relationship with somebody who is a potential team member, okay? Share with them like, oh my gosh, I made the Woohoo Wednesday list, or I was top 50 in Pink Zebra at Pink Zebra Home altogether, or I earned an incentive trip, or I earned an incentive trip 4 years ago, and you guys, I can't wait to go to Turks and Caicos next year. Do you want to come along with me? We would have so much fun. Oh my gosh. Message me and I'll tell you all about the details on how you can go. Stuff like that, right? It shouldn't just be sales, sales, sales. So look at your social media and see how your page is looking, and make sure, bring it up a level, okay? Share with them, like when we do team activities, you guys know we went bowling. I shared the bowling night on my team, or on my business page. When you guys come here for our annual, which we're going to do it more often, I promise, we're going to figure it out. Our team meetings that we have, I share pictures from that on my business page, because I want people to see our community. I want them to go, hey, I could fit in with that group. That could be fun. They have a good time together. They're always doing stuff, or they're getting recognition at their conference. I shared when I earned the Spirit of Pink Zebra Award last year. I've shared the video on my business page, and people were like, oh my gosh, Shannon, you made us cry, but we connected, there was a connection there. So make sure you guys are connecting with people, whether it's in person, social media, live selling, anywhere you are. Make sure you are connecting with other people, okay? Your business should look fun, okay? It should look doable, okay? If you are packing up the farm and taking it with you to every show, that's a little intimidating. I mean, I know I do some big festivals and I do pack up the farm and I take it all with me, and it is intimidating. But I tell people, I didn't start out like this, you guys. I know sometimes seeing product behind people, newer people are like, whoa, do I have to have 10 hand soaps? No. But when I place an order for 2 half price items and it's under 60, guess what? I added soap, because then I get free shipping on it sometimes. So sometimes that's why I have that there, but I do sell it. I'm turning it over all the time. Okay. Make sure people understand that when they join your team, they're going to get support. Okay. Now I will tell you guys, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Okay. So keep that in mind. When somebody joins, sometimes it's hard for you guys to make a connection and get a phone call in and really work on the beginning of their business, but keep knocking on that door and make sure you let them know that you're there to support them. Okay. Whenever somebody new joins my team, if you guys know, I keep it short and sweet, and I say, welcome. Like, let's just say, for example, Leslie joined today. Welcome, Leslie. I'm super excited to have you on the team, because I am, number one. But number two, most important thing that I say is, please feel free to ask questions here and comment anytime. Everyone here is happy to help because everyone on this team is willing to help the other one. We're a team. We are stronger together. We work together. And so I want people to know from the second they join our team that we're a team and we're going to help each other out. I tell them that if I have a phone conversation with them, I say, look, you don't just get me, you get the whole team. Anybody that shares a recipe, they're sharing it so that you can use it. Anybody that has a tip that worked or a business tool that they've used, we're sharing it. We're doing team trainings. We're helping each other out. Okay. It's not just, well, good luck to you. Welcome to the herd. We're in this together and we're going to work together and we're going to help each other. Okay. Another thing I do not do, don't dump the compensation plan on everybody because that can be a little bit intimidating, right? They're like, wait, 82%, da, 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 and they're doing all the math. Hey, Leslie, I just see you. Aw, thank you so much. You are so welcome. We're happy to have you. Instead of dumping the career plan on people, ask them questions, get to know them. Find out what their needs are. Find out why they joined Pink Zebra and what it is that they're hoping to get out of their business. Ask them things like, what would extra income do for you? How do you want to work your business? Are you interested in traveling? Are you interested in coming to team events and making new connections and making new friendships? One of my favorite things to see is when we make these connections and it's not necessarily somebody who is under you or whatever. It might be somebody who's on a completely different leg who you wouldn't have met had you not known about an event that we had coming up, a team training or a team fun outing or a reunion or an incentive trip. I mean, I can tell you, Cassie, I love, love, love that Cassie has stretched out and made different friends. I didn't have to hold her hand and coddle her while we were in the Dominican Republic. And not that I've ever had to do that with any of you guys, but she's still a baby zebra, you guys. And I'm so proud of her because she just went and spread her wings and did her thing. And so somebody might say, I would really love to make more connections and make new friendship. So people join for so many different reasons. Make sure you're asking them why. Okay. Share your story. Share why you joined. I can tell you the quick version of mine. I was just a stay-at-home mom. I loved it when people would say, oh, you're just a stay-at-home mom. Y'all, I had 6 kids. Okay. I was just a stay-at-home mom doing laundry and cleaning and cooking and wiping noses and doing all the things, right? So I was one who, number one, I am very competitive with myself. So I was like, I want to do something where I can have fun. I can make some extra money. I can contribute to my family. I don't want to just sit back and depend on my husband to do all the contributions to the family. I want to be able to make money and make him not be so stressed out because if y'all know Pete, he stresses out. Okay. He worries about everything. Y'all, he worries about stuff that ain't even never happened. Okay. It ain't never going to happen. But the man stresses out about stuff. So I wanted to be that stress reliever who took some of the burden off of him and helped him. And nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. So I love asking other people, why do you want to join Pink Zebra? What is your why? And then I share my why with them too. Share with them what you were nervous about when you joined so that maybe if that's a fear in the back of their head, they can go, oh, wow, I'm not the only one who's scared of that. Believe it or not, I was terrified of public speaking. And if y'all have ever seen me speak at Reunion, I ain't scared. Okay. I ain't scared. None of it. So I get up and if I'm talking about Pink Zebra, I don't care if there's 2 people in the room or if there's 500 people in the room. I'm up there. I'm Shannon. I'm having a good time. I'm laughing. I'm bringing the jokes. I'm educating everybody. I'm doing the thing. So for me, the personal growth and the confidence that Pink Zebra gave me was huge. I tell Tom Gaines all the time. I'm like, funny, Steve Reed, same Steve Reed that is our accounting guy. Same name, different guy. Steve Reed was my speech teacher in high school. And if you told him that I was getting up in front of a crowd and speaking on anything, he would never believe you because I was terrible in his class. I got a C. It was the lowest grade I got all through high school. I hated it. I couldn't do it. But I was able to overcome that fear because Pink Zebra kind of nudged me and said, come on, Shannon, just do it. Just do it. And now I love it. So make sure you're sharing with others about that. Share trips that you've earned. Share what you're excited about with the company. If there's the fall season is coming. It's going to be here before we know it, you guys. And that's the biggest season of selling that we're going to have all year long, right? make sure that you're hyping that up and getting people excited about it, because some people are going to need extra money for the holidays, whatever. Right now, some people are needing extra money because their kids want to go to football camp or cheerleading camp. That stuff's expensive, you guys. So make sure you're sharing all the opportunities. This is festival season. As long as you tell them, don't do a festival where there's already a Pink Zebra consultant. Tell them there are festivals out there. There's tons of festivals out there. Okay. Be authentic. If you know me, you know this is me. Whether I am live on a video, I am in person, or we're just chatting on the phone. This is who Shannon is. Be authentic. I am not perfect. I am so far from perfect. If y'all are expecting perfection, it ain't happening here, right? So be authentic, be who you are, and be that same person every time the people come back to see you. Because when people come back to see me at vendor events or live selling or at a home party, they know they're getting the fun girl, okay? Doesn't matter. They always get the fun girl. Make it look simple. You guys, if you're like, if you're complicating things, people are going to go, I can't do that. Forget it. It's too hard. Be duplicatable. Be fun. I mean, I just can't stress it enough. I just cannot stress it enough. If you make it look difficult, if you're making it look difficult or making it more difficult than it is, you're going to lose people. They're going to be like, I can't do that. Forget it. That's not for me. Right? So make it duplicatable, make it fun. Let people know that you'll help, that our team will help. Again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep saying this. Our team is willing to help. We are all in this together, and we are willing to help everybody. And stress that to the new person. Say, again, you're not just signing up under me. You're getting our whole team. Everybody here is willing to share. We're willing to help, because that's people's biggest fear, is that they're not going to get the help they need. And I can tell you, I tell people all the time, I am not a mind reader. I cannot read your mind. I don't know what you need. If you don't text me or call me, I don't know how to help you. Of course, I'm going to have phone conversations with you, and I'm going to work with you. I'm going to teach you the basics. I'm going to teach you the things. But beyond that, I need you to tell me what you need from me, because I don't know. And I'm going to continue to do these team trainings where you're going to have access to all of this. And you can tell your new people, look, Team Dynamite, we do team trainings, and we record them, and we put them on YouTube, and they're there. The links are there forever for you to look at and for you to use. We want you to work at your own pace. If you're somebody who you're just going to baby step it in, that's okay. You do what you want to do. Do you, boo. Okay. You do you. But I want you guys to be able to give people the confidence they need to grow beyond. Maybe it'll change their mind. They'll maybe go, I think I need to step it up a little bit. I think I want to do a little bit more. Maybe I want to be a pink sapphire. Maybe I want to be a white sapphire. Cassie, woo, woo, way to go. Maybe I want to be a blue sapphire, right? Maybe I want more. I want to be a director. I want to be whatever. Give your new people the confidence and let them know that our team is going to help them. Here we go again. So make sure that, when you're talking, and be genuine. Okay. Let me tell you, be genuine. Because if somebody comes up to me and says, girl, I think you would be so good at selling this, I look at them and I'm like, y'all sell makeup. Have you seen my face? There ain't a stitch of makeup on my face. Why do you think I'd be good at it? Because you're really fun. And I'm like, yes, I love selling sprinkles. I don't want to sell makeup. So when you compliment somebody, be genuine. Because when a makeup person tries to tell me I should sell makeup, I'm like, girl, you lying to yourself. You're crazy. Never. So compliment, but be genuine. Okay. Make sure you're doing that. When you say something like, oh, girl, you would be so good at this, back it up. Have a reason. Back it up with facts. Tell them why you think they would be good at it. Because they have a great personality, because they love fragrances. Like, if this is somebody who has been to your booth over and over again, or shops with you on live selling, or books parties with you constantly. I do have people that have booked parties with me for years, and they have told me, Shannon, never do I ever want to sell Pink Zebra. Do you think I'm not going to still offer them the opportunity? I'm going to, because you never know, life could change, but I'm not pushy about it. I just remind them, look, if ever you decide, all these people at this party would be your customer. Okay. I'm just saying, and then drop it, leave it at that. Okay. But be genuine and give them reasons why you think they would be good at it. I think you would be great at this, because every time you book a party with me, we have $1,000 party, or every time you book a party with me, we have a $500 party that gives a single mom a day of childcare, and you love doing that. So you would be great at this. But again, don't be pushy. If they say, no, this is not for me, I want the fun girl coming into my house and doing all the work, okay, I'll keep cashing their paycheck. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. People who you are talking to, though, make sure you follow up with them. I mean, like, don't be weird about it. Don't be like, so what are we thinking? Are we going to join today or what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Here we go again. People need to hear it multiple times without being pushy or weird. Okay. The more you sprinkle the opportunity, you just never know. You never know when the timing is going to be right. Okay. Ask them if they have questions. Ask them what their concerns are when they're not sure if this is the right time or whatever. Find out, don't pressure. I always tell people, I say, look, when you're ready to join, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I've been doing this for almost 14 years. I would love to have you on my team. We would have so much fun together. And, hello, I'm going to Turks and Caicos. Do you want to go with me next year? Cause you could. Okay. So don't put the pressure on, just sprinkle the opportunity and share with them the benefits, the perks, the fun, right? Make sure you let them know they're part of something exciting, right? Again, I share our team stuff on my business page. I share the fun, the level of excitement, the hype. Even if it's not me winning a trophy at reunion, I let people know, oh my gosh, tonight's the Paisleys. This is so much fun. I wish you were here because this is exciting. It's so exciting to see everybody's year, their successful year coming to a head, and everybody's getting all dressed up and we're getting to have fun and we're having a great time celebrating everybody's year of success. I love seeing all the pink sapphires walk in and the white sapphires and the blue sapphires. Like, to me, that is so much fun because even if you're not number one, you're still getting recognized, right? So people love knowing that, like, oh, wait, I don't have to be the top seller in the whole world in order to get recognition. No, you can be a pink sapphire and they recognize you at reunion. You can be a white sapphire, a blue sapphire. They recognize you. They have standing recognition if you're a consultant or an executive consultant. Everybody gets recognized, right? Your name is scrolling on the screen for one thing or another. So make sure you're sharing that excitement with people because, like me, if you like words of affirmation, if that is your love language, because y'all know I can buy myself flowers. Okay. Sorry, I get a little distracted. That's why I took notes. If words of affirmation and recognition are your love language, going to reunion is like, yes, you need to be there. And reunion next year, not this year, next year, 2027, is in Turks and Caicos. So like, now is the time to be planting that seed with people who are thinking about joining Pink Zebra, because if they like traveling, this should have them jumping out of their skin. Jumping out of their skin. Join your team is what I was trying to say before I got cut off. Okay. So remember, there are different types of joiners. There's the hobbyist, right? The people who just want to sell to like their friends, and that's okay. There is room for everybody on our team. Just so you know, don't ever feel like you have to be a top seller or you're kicked off the team. That's not how we roll. That's not how we roll. You can be a hobbyist. You can be a part-timer. You can be a full-timer. And that might change. You might be a hobbyist and then go, oh crap, my kid needs to go to camp this summer and this is going to cost me a fortune. Y'all, I need to step it up and be a full-timer. Okay. We will help you do that. We will talk you through different things. We've got training on live selling. We've got training on vendor events. We've got training on home parties. Y'all, we can do text parties now. I mean, like we have so many different opportunities on how to sell Pink Zebra that there's room for everybody on our team. There's room for everybody in Pink Zebra. Okay. No matter what level of success they want, there's room for everybody. Okay. If you want to make this a full-time job though, just remember, you have to work it like a full-time job. You can't just sit back and do nothing and think money's just going to drop out of the sky, because that is not how it works. And if anybody told you that, they lied to you like a dog. Okay. If you want to work it as a big business, a full-time business, you need to work a full-time job. Okay. And this business is not, because I've never had this many things going on and there's no storms. I don't understand why it's doing this. But if you want to work it as a full-time job, you need to work full-time hours in order to get full-time pay. Okay. So remember that. Think about sponsoring consistently. There's never a time when you should stop sponsoring. Belinda Ellsworth, I used to listen to her all the time. She's a very big home party speaker. She may be old school to some of you guys, but I absolutely loved her. I loved listening to her speak. She taught me that you do a third, a third, a third. A third are coming into the business, a third are working the business, and a third are leaving the business. So if you're not sponsoring continuously, your team is going to fall apart. There we go again. Sponsoring, talking about the opportunity, talking about how fun your business is should be a daily activity. Now, that doesn't mean you need to post, hey, it's only $1 to join every single day, but you should be showing people how much fun your business is. And if you come across somebody who might be interested, you should have a conversation with them. You know, you can show, hey, I had so much fun doing this. That's sprinkling the opportunity when you show people how much fun you're having. And if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. I just love that. I love that. Invite people to come and talk to you about the opportunity. You can have opportunity meetings. You don't have to wait for a reunion. You don't have to wait for a team meeting. But when we have our team meeting, you guys are always welcome to bring people who are thinking about joining. This is not just for our team. I would love in August if everybody brought somebody who was thinking about joining, because in my backyard, y'all, we play games. We have a good time. I do raffles. Different people get up and speak. So it's not just you listening to me talk. And people can see other people's success stories and hear their success stories and go, hey, I want to be a part of this. These guys are having fun. You know, we're all huggers and we're having a good time and we're saying hi to each other and we're bringing food to pass around and we're having a big old picnic and party. And when they say, oh, you guys do this every year? Yeah, we do this every year. We have a good time, right? We've done board and brush. We've done all kinds of stuff. When they start seeing that we're a community of fun, they want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of it. And I'm going to keep saying this over and over. Duplication matters. Be duplicatable. If you're not being duplicatable, they're going to say it's too hard. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, right? Keep it simple, but be consistent. So think about how you're sprinkling the opportunity. Think about how you're sharing your story. Think about how you're sharing the fun that you're having with your business, right? Again, I'm going to go back to look at your social media page and say to yourself, am I just selling? Am I just Walmart? Am I just a Walmart ad or a Target ad? Or am I fun? Am I showing them this is so cool and look at this amazing product, or look at how this has changed my life? Think about that. Go back and look at your social media page. Think about the things that you've said when you're live selling. Think about how you talk and you treat people when you're at a vendor event. Okay. I want you to think about all these things when you're thinking about sponsoring. Sponsoring isn't just walking up to somebody and saying, would you like to join my team? It's a lot more than that. It's building the relationships. And do not pressure people. Do not spam them. Do not be like nasty if they say no, because it's just no today. Because a month from now, something could change and they call you and say, yo, I think I need to join your team. I need money for this. Or I decided, you're right. This is so much fun. I'm watching you. I'm watching all the fun you're having. I need that in my life, right? Again, people don't join because of products. People join because of people. Yes, we love the product and we have an amazing product to sell, and it's so easy to sell. It sells itself, right? It sells itself. So make sure you're showing people that. Make sure also you're not overdoing it on your income claims, because that's a big no-no. We can't do that. We can't do that. So make sure you encourage them, and say to them, if it's not okay with you right now, if now is not the time, that's okay. I'll be here. I'll be here for you. I got you, boo. I got you, right? Show how much you're going to support them. Continue to build a relationship. Don't just drop them like a bad habit and be like, yeah, when she calls me, then I'll start talking to her again. No, you have to continue to have that relationship with this person. Continue to show them that you really do mean it when you say, I'm here to support you. Whether you're a customer or you're a consultant on my team, I'm here to support you. Or if you're not, or if you're neither, and you're just somebody that's just hanging out and stopping by once in a while, show them the support that maybe you didn't have when you joined, or show them the support you did have when you joined. Think about what you wish you would have had when you joined. So make sure you are the person that you had or wished you had. Okay. Remind them they don't have to know everything. Do you know everything? Because I don't. I'm always learning. I love when I get to go to Reunion and listen to David Hogue talk because I learn something new all the time. You guys, I was able to educate so many people this week about Pink Zebra, and I shared with them. Remember, I told you guys, learn your terminology. No sulfates, phthalates, parabens, no hormone disruptors. Do you know I was able to actually have one-on-ones with people and tell them about sulfates and phthalates and parabens and hormone disruptors? I was so excited. I get excited about that kind of stuff. I make that stuff fun. Okay. So learn that stuff so that then you can teach your new people that, make sure you're coaching them to go to our trainings that we have. Okay. And you never know who's standing back in the back of the room or in the back of the vendor event or stepping outside of your live, but they're watching on the outside and they're like, man, I love listening to her or him. I love how they talk about Pink Zebra. They really know their stuff, right? They know what they're talking about. That's who I need to join under. I need to join under them because of their energy, their excitement level. I need to be a part of that. You never know who's sitting back in the back of the room listening to you who wants to join but is too afraid to say so. So you make sure you keep sprinkling that opportunity and you let them know you're there. You're there for them. You're going to welcome them into our team. You're going to appreciate them. They're going to be seen. They're going to be believed in, and they're going to be helped. So if you guys do these things, you're going to start attracting the right people to your team, and you're going to be seeing the benefits of growing a team and the new friendships that are going to blossom. I love every one of you that's on our team. I love getting to know you guys better. And if I ever leave one lasting impression on you guys, I hope it's that it's so important to build relationships with people. This week, my vendor event was a very small vendor event. I was literally led to believe it was going to be a little bit bigger. And so instead of focusing on sales, I was so focused on building relationships. And if you are following me on my business page, you can go look. I took pictures of new friends these people came and hugged me goodbye today. They knew I was wrapping things up and they weren't going to see me tomorrow. They came and hugged me. You guys, these people came and hugged me. That is how you build a relationship. You take their money, you sell things to them, and they come and hug you and say how great it was to meet you. Okay. And I know I say that in jest because I didn't just take their money. I genuinely built relationships with these people. I genuinely shared Pink Zebra with them. Now, these people are probably not going to join Pink Zebra, and I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but they are full-time travelers. They're in a whole different bracket of life than anybody I've ever known in my life. But it was so much fun building relationships with these people and getting to know them. And I mean, you never know. Maybe they saw how much fun I was having and maybe they do want to join Pink Zebra. And I did share with them how much I love Pink Zebra and how I just got back from the Dominican Republic. And I didn't wear it today, but I wore my ring that I bought in the Dominican Republic and I got so many compliments on it. And I said, I just got back from the Dominican Republic. And they're like, oh, that's why you're so tan. And I said, yeah. And they're like, oh, how long were you there? Asking me all the questions. And I said, oh yeah, I said, and it was all inclusive. Pink Zebra paid for it. And they were like, Pink Zebra paid for it? And I was like, yeah. And they wanted to hear all about it. So they didn't just learn about our products, but they learned about me and they learned about what Pink Zebra has done for my family and for me. And it's fun when you get to share that kind of stuff with people. Vendor events, usually it's fast paced and I don't really get that one-on-one time, but I'm telling you guys, when you build those relationships, I told the one lady, I said, I've got to talk with you more than I have talked to some people who come and see me for 5 years at a vendor event. And she goes, really? And I go, yeah. I said, I don't get this one-on-one time with people at vendor events. So make sure you're taking the time to build those relationships. It is the most important thing in this business. And make sure you guys are building these relationships with each other so you can learn how to grow and you can maybe learn different ways to share the opportunity because we all do things so different here. Me, I am fun girl. I'm crazy. I'm loud. I'm exciting. This lady walked by me. This is how fun I am, you guys. I'm ridiculous. This lady walked by me today and she goes, wow, I really hope you love pink. This is what I was wearing today. And I go, I do love pink. And she goes, I'm more of an orange girl. She goes, I really love the color orange. And I go, yeah, but after I was in prison for so many years, me and orange aren't good. She laughed so hard. She was like, oh my gosh, you're so funny. Of course, you guys, I've never been to prison. I promise. It was totally a joke. It was a joke, but it was so funny. That's the kind of stuff I'm saying. Like, be fun. Have a good time. It's not so serious. It's not so serious. It's fun. This is supposed to be fun. Okay. So build relationships, have fun, be duplicatable, let people know you care, let them know you're there for them. If you do all those things when you're sprinkling the opportunity and you're talking to people, your team is going to explode. Okay. I promise you guys, it will. It will. All right. And if you guys have any questions or you have any comments that you want to share here, type them here. You guys know I will check it afterwards. If you're live, say, I hope y'all said hello to me. If you're catching the replay, #replay, I'll get this downloaded and I will get it shared to the YouTube channel. And I apologize for my voice and I apologize for all the cutouts, but country living, internet, and allergies. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks.